joined today by Rudi Deysel, Managing Director of Wits Mining. Rudi, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, David.
Pretty pivotal moment in March 26. First gold, South Africa's first underground gold mine in over 15 years. A significant milestone for the company. Talk to us about the achievement, but probably the amount of work that went into getting there.
Yeah, David, this is, it comes over a very long time. A lot of hard work, the whole process of getting permits, licensing in place, and then getting funding in place. So it is a huge moment for us, pivotal for us. We've got the team mobilized in July, first ore out in October last year, and first gold pour March. So it's a great moment, and we can see where this company is heading.
Did you shock the market? Were there a lot of naysayers who thought, you know what, there's a bit of a pipe dream, it's a great opportunity, but I don't think they'll do it?
I think we did surprise a lot of people, and it's a pleasant surprise. And even in South Africa, the industry took notice of us, and that's a very positive thing. But it's also positive for the industry itself in South Africa. So we do get a lot of media attention, but that's great for us, and it's great for junior mining in South Africa.
You're initially operating through a toll agreement. How important is that to unlocking value?
Well, look, we always designed this whole project with the view that there's so much spare capacity in the surroundings, in this historical mining area, the Witwatersrand, that we always said there will always be room for our ore because, mining are going down in terms of the, in the surrounding area. So there's a lot of spare capacity. We don't need to spend that lot of capital on this specific project, and ultimately, that's not need to. We don't need to spend that capital. That's great for our project up front in terms of the payback and the economics. So that makes a huge difference.
Initially focusing on 70,000 ounces per annum, ramping up as quick as possible to 200,000 ounces per annum. What are the steps to get to that goal?
Yeah, look, so I think, we see this mine, which we call Kala Shallows, which is really our stage one, but it is a fully funded project. So we are really creating a standalone mine that would actually produce 70,000 ounces at steady state for 17 years. The Project 200, which we plan to increase, that's a whole, new step change, because then we need to relook at our infrastructure to the mine, bigger shafts, our own processing plant. That's totally a different ballgame. So what we need to do first is we need to do a scoping study. We've done some theoretical work on the resource itself, and that's how we got to that. What's the capacity that this resource can sustain and support? And that's the 200,000 ounces that we've found. And now we need to go through scoping study. That will give us direction where we need to go through trade-offs. And then ultimately that will be the blueprint for how do we take on the definitive feasibility study, which will take us into production.
What many investors and onlookers probably don't realise is the West Wits Basin is one of the most, if not the most prolific gold basins ever. You're right in the middle of it. You've got your first mine off the ground. You've got Project 200,000 to come. How big is the opportunity within your wider portfolio, given the prolific nature of this basin?
Now, look, the great thing about, I think it's, if you really Google this, you will find different answers of how many ounces and what percentage that Witwatersrand actually produced in terms of gold ounces. I think conservatively it's about 25%, but there's numbers even as high as 50%. The great thing about this is that there's a lot of information about this ore body. It's very consistent. It's one of those things that you can bet your money on it. It's a great. We've got a huge 7.24 million ounce resource. It's going to grow even bigger than that. So there's a lot of gold for us in this. We truly believe there's more opportunities to grow even further. So the Witwatersrand Basin project for West Wits mining is a great opportunity, and it's going to be positive, absolutely.
You are on record confirming that you are looking at a JSE listing. What would that do for the broadening of the investor base and the broadening of the number of eyeballs looking at the company?
Yeah, look, South Africa have got a very strong mining market, and we've also got a very strong institutional, investor market as well. That would we get that we'll get that exposure on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and it's a very strong exchange as well. So it will broaden our market for investors. We do get a lot of a good following currently as well from the industry itself. So it will honestly just have a much better, positive impact in terms of investments into the company, which will also assist us with our growth force.
And where to from here? What should investors focus on out of the company over the coming 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, so the big thing here for us is we need to get the discipline and cost control on our mining to get that build up done so that we can hit that steady state, which we plan to hit by 2028, 2 years from now. So the focus is really that month by month ore production build up, and really get that good solid mining, safe solid mining, disciplines that we need to do.
First gold poured from a mine in one of the world's most prolific gold areas. A lot of upside still to come for West Wits and its shareholders. Rudi, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to that. Thanks.